In the vast, silent emptiness of space, a tiny flicker of light sped forward. It wasn't a spaceship, but a child's pod, its surface etched with strange symbols. Inside, 6-month-old Lucas slept peacefully, unaware of the journey that had altered his destiny. Lucas wasn't born on Earth, but on a distant planet called Zeter. His parents, renowned astronomers, perished in a freak space storm. But before they did, they made a desperate attempt to save their son. They placed Lucas within a specially designed escape pod, equipped with an autopilot system and all the essentials to keep him alive. The pod launched towards Earth when Lucas was just hours old. It was a journey that spanned years. Lucas slumbered within the pod, where a simulated environment nurtured him and provided for his needs. During this time, the pod subtly instilled in him basic human knowledge and language, though he had no idea where he was going or what awaited him. Finally, the pod entered Earth's atmosphere. The sudden jolt of light and the change in speed startled Lucas awake. He opened his eyes to a world alien to him, a blue sky, verdant trees, and snow-capped mountains. The pod gently landed within a dense forest. As it cracked open, little Lucas gazed out in awe. He wiggled his legs and climbed out, a mix of fear and loneliness clinging to him. He had no way of knowing where his parents were or what he should do. Hunger propelled him deeper into the woods. He survived on scavenged berries and slept amidst the branches at night. His quick wit helped him avoid the dangers of wild animals. Days turned into weeks, and Lucas adapted to his jungle life. He learned the language of the creatures, mimicking their sounds to deter them. Yet, a sense of displacement gnawed at him. He'd stare at the night sky, wondering where he came from, tracing the constellations with bewildered eyes. One day, while exploring the dense foliage, Lucas stumbled upon a glowing, transparent orb. He reached out and touched it. The orb pulsed with light, sending a flood of information rushing into his head. It was the pod's final gift, revealing the truth about his past and his future. Lucas was devastated to learn of his parents' demise. But he also discovered that Earth was chosen because it was a peaceful planet. The orb conveyed that a colossal war loomed on Zeter, and Lucas had been trained to prevent it. His parents had etched those cryptic symbols onto the pod itself, a map leading to a hidden chamber on Zeter containing an artifact, the key to averting the impending conflict. The revelation shook Lucas to his core. He was a child raised by the wild, yet destined for something far greater. A tremor of apprehension ran through him. How could he, a lone boy from another world, possibly prevent an intergalactic war? With a newfound purpose burning in his eyes, Lucas looked up at the vast expanse of the sky, no longer a stranger, but a warrior with a mission. The journey to Zeter, a daunting odyssey filled with unknown dangers, had just begun. The knowledge downloaded from the orb was overwhelming. It detailed the intricacies of Zeter's political landscape, the warring factions locked in a bitter power struggle, and the fabled artifact, the Aeon Core. The orb also revealed Lucas' unique physiology, a blend of human and Zedarian DNA, granting him enhanced strength, agility, and a nascent psionic ability that manifested in telepathic glimpses and heightened senses. Equipped with this knowledge, Lucas knew returning to civilization was crucial. He ventured out of the forest, his senses on high alert. Days turned into weeks as he navigated his way through unfamiliar towns and villages. He learned about human customs through observation, piecing together snippets of conversation and mimicking social cues. He discovered humanity was far from the utopia his parents had envisioned, wars raged between nations, and prejudice simmered beneath the surface. Lucas remained cautious, using his telepathy to navigate social interactions and avoid unwanted attention. However, his true test came in a bustling metropolis. Pickpocket and lost, a desperate Lucas attempted to barter some of the strange metal salvaged from the escape pod. He drew the attention of a ruthless gang leader, who saw the pod metal as a potential weapon. Lucas, cornered and outnumbered, was forced to fight back. His Zedarian heritage kicked in. His reflexes were lightning fast, his strength surprising, and his psionic abilities flared, momentarily stunning his attackers. The display of power was enough to scare them off, leaving Lucas shaken but determined. The encounter highlighted the dangers he faced on Earth and the immense responsibility he carried. News of the metal boy with strange powers traveled fast. Lucas knew he couldn't stay hidden forever. He needed guidance, someone who could decipher the information from the orb and help him find a way back to Zeter. He decided to seek out a group mentioned in the downloaded data, a clandestine organization known as the Celestial Watchers, rumored to monitor extraterrestrial activity. His journey led him to a remote observatory nestled amidst a mountainous region. There, he encountered Dr. Amelia Sharma, a brilliant astrophysicist and the sole occupant of the observatory. Lucas, relying on his observational skills, managed to communicate his predicament through gestures and sketches. Amelia, initially skeptical, was astonished by his drawings that mirrored ancient Zedarian symbols. Convinced of his story, she took him in, offering him a safe haven and a chance to decipher the orb's secrets. Together, they delved into the complex information. Amelia, with her expertise in astrophysics and alien cultures, helped Lucas understand the intricacies of Zedarian technology and the potential of his psionic abilities. They discovered that activating the Aeon core required not just the artifact itself, but a specific alignment of celestial bodies, a rare event that would occur in a few months. However, their research wasn't without danger. Whispers of Lucas' existence reached the gang leader he'd fought previously. This time, he wasn't alone. They were working with a shadowy government agency interested in the pod metal's extraterrestrial properties. Lucas and Amelia were forced to relocate, constantly on the move, one step ahead of their pursuers. As their bond grew, Amelia became more than just a guide, she became a mentor and a friend. She trained him to control his psionic abilities, honing his telepathy and precognitive visions. Lucas, in turn, shared his knowledge of Zedarian technology, sparking Amelia's curiosity about the cosmos. The race against time intensified. Lucas had to find a way back to Zeter, activate the Aeon core, and prevent the war before the celestial alignment. With Amelia's help, he devised a plan, hijack a prototype spacecraft being developed by a sympathetic scientist within the government agency. It was a risky gamble, but their only hope. The story continues. Would you like to know what happens when Lucas attempts to steal the spacecraft? Will he reach Zeter in time? And what awaits him on his home planet, a world on the brink of war?